Hi everybody, Brian here, back again for another pickups. I got a lot of good stuff this week. Get right to it. We'll start with the Super Nintendo stuff. I got a lot of cheap $2.50 a dollar. These are all $2.50 a dollar. I think Metal Combat was $5. So this first game is $2.50, and I'm a big Scooby-Doo fan. It's just Scooby-Doo mystery, Scooby-Doo-Doo, Shoink Scoob. Sorry. So I'm looking forward to that. Also picked up an arcade port of a game I used to play in the arcades called Revolution X starring Aerosmith. Music is the weapon. So I got actually excited when I saw this. Terrible game, but I like it. Okay, this game I never heard of. It's called Kid Clown in Crazy Chase. And basically you're a clown. It's an isometric game. You're going like down a hill. New platform game. And I heard I saw some playthroughs of this, and you can beat it in like 30 minutes. So that's good because I like a short game. It's good too, so hopefully this is good. If you saw the Adventure Island plays and like first impressions on my Nintendo Entertainment System videos, and here's Super Adventure Island. So that starts the fourth Adventure Island, I guess you could call it, for the Super Nintendo, an early Super Nintendo game. Good graphics, good music. Also picked up Ren and Stimpy Show Vidiots, and I had no idea there was like 4 Ren and Stimpy games on the Super Nintendo, so I'll have to track the other ones down. Also picked up Kablooey for a dollar. Never played it, but I think it's, from looking at it, it's like a puzzle game, isometric puzzle game. Picked up a shooter, Darius Twin. Always good shooters. Even though I suck at them, I love shooters. The only one I was really good at was Axlay. Here's a anime kind of based off of Ranma 1/2 Hard Battle. It's called Hard Battle. It's like a fighting game with anime characters from that anime. I also picked up a Super Scope, as you can see, complete in box with everything. This was $30. I tried it out. It came with Super Scope 6. Takes 6 batteries. Luckily, I have rechargeables, and it works great. So I went looking for some more games for it, and the one I really wanted was this, and it's Yoshi's Safari. And I've watched this, and I wanted to play it, and it's really cool because you're Mario on Yoshi's back, and you're in the Mushroom Kingdom, and you shoot. It's a rail shooter like Star Fox or something, where you're just on rails. Only you don't have any movement. You just follow Yoshi, like almost like on a ride at Kennywood. You stay on the track and you just shoot stuff. And it's based in, I think it's in Mushroom Kingdom, but it's really cool. Looking forward to that. Metal Combat also for the Super Scope. Shoot mechs and robots. And here's Battle Clash. Well, this is Metal Combat Falcon's Revenge. That's the full name. And here's Battle Clash. You shoot mechs. Okay. Also, I picked up. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, some Genesis stuff. So Genesis, I always saw this game as a kid, and it came out for the Super Nintendo, and I was curious about it. Never rented it, and I got it for the Genesis, called Flashback: The Quest for Identity. So looking forward to seeing what that game's about. I'm guessing you have to have you're on your quest for your identity, but who knows? I thought this was a shoot 'em up. It is, but I thought it was a side-scrolling shoot 'em up. It's called Galaxy Force 2, but it's based on an arcade game, I think, where it's more like a Star Fox 3D kind of game. So that was kind of interesting. Based on, I remember the show Sequest, and I saw Rue from Clan of the Grey Wolf. I think 16-Vote Gems had Sequest ESV games. So based on that, because this was $1, so I figured I'd pick it up, Sequest ESV. I got a 32X game, and considering I have no idea what this is about, it's called Shadow Squadron. I think it was $2.50. But since there's only like 20 or 30 or 26, I don't know how many 32X games there were released. Every time I see a 32X game I don't have, I pick up. Just so I can, maybe complete it one day. Moving on to optical like disc games I got for the Gamecube. I remember when this game came out. It's called Piano 3. Piano 3. And you're this girl here, and she like dances while she's to the music while it's playing. It's like real techno-y kind of music, and you can't move and shoot at the same time. You gotta stand still and like shoot and jump around, and it's very choreographic, and watching it on playthroughs and stuff, it looked really cool, so looking forward to that. Similar game like Panzer Dragoon Orta is Gunvalkyrie, an early game for the Xbox. It came out in 2002, and it's basically you move around and shoot stuff. It's like if you ever played What's that Sega game for the arcade? I'm drawing a blank. Anyway, you move around and you shoot stuff. Always good. That's that. I also picked up a as you can see, last time I got an Atari 400 8-bit computer, but I had no disk drive to actually load software and stuff. So I picked up a complete in-box. Well, not complete. It's missing the I/O cable, which I'll have to get for $12. An Atari 1050 disk drive. Here's the box. And inside have the power adapter. Ooh, DOS 2.5, so I can actually program and learn DOS, because I don't really know too many DOS, so this is cool. I'll have to dive into that. And here's, oh, cool, a DOS 2.5 manual giving you all the commands for DOS. System reset. Here's all kinds of cool stuff. You can actually program and stuff. And here, whoops. That's not good. Well, if you hear me say whoops, the piece of tape that covers so you can't erase, I think, fell off. So I'll have to put another piece back on there. I think that's what that does. And here's the beast of a drive. This is the 5 1/4 inch drive for the Atari 8-bit computers. It'll work on the 400 or 800. Hopefully my drive has enough memory for it. Hopefully my Atari 400 has more than 16K of memory. I hope it has 46K. Because you kind of need, from what I hear on Atari Age, you need memory to run this. So I took a chance, figuring, I think this was 25 altogether. So I took a chance on it. Plus I'll have to get the cable for $12. So about 25, 35, about $37 total for the complete. But I can actually play games on it, which leads me to the games I got for it. And I got a good deal on these games. They're all sealed. These are all Atari 8-bit computers. They'll work on it. 400, 800, or 1600, I think, XL, or 10, whatever the other one was. Spider Invasion. And look at that cover. That's just epic with that giant spider. Rawr. Look on the back. You see the Atari 400, which I have, and the 800 system. And I think the difference between them was the amount of memory. And one may have been a little faster, but I'm not sure. You can see the system specs right down there. You can use regular 2600 joysticks. You need an Atari A10 drive or a 1050 drive. And memory, you need 16K. Hopefully, I have at least 16K. But if I don't, I'm good, because all the Atari 400s had at least 16 kilobytes of memory. This game looks cool. Aztec Challenge. Basically, there's an Aztec chasing this girl. I have no idea what it's about, but interesting. A classic game I have for the 2600. River Raid. Looks really good, colorful graphics, as you can see. Here is Galactic Avenger. Ooh, and this looks cool. But very simple, I should say. Look, it's very simple. This game is called The Crypts of Plumbus. I have no idea what that's about. Defend Earth from raiding aliens whose mothership is extracting the crypts of Plumbus and leaving behind their contents. 150 years accumulation of atomic waste. Well, that's interesting. There's the graphics. So if anybody's ever played any of these, give me a below in the comments or anything. Let me know what they're like, and if I should open some of these. If there's any that are kind of worth anything that I might be able to sell or something. Or if maybe they're not, maybe they're really good and I should play them. I kind of want to open them up and just play them, so. I hate selling stuff, so. Oh, yeah, board games. Well, I was on a yard sale, out on a bike ride, I stopped at the yard sale, and this is an old board game called Fat Chance. Basically, you see here, you're these little tubby guys. You move around the board game, and when you land on spaces, you feed them these pellets, and it weights them down. When you get to the end, you have to weigh them on a scale, and the one that's lightest wins. So don't get caught eating the junk food or you lose. And this is a very old game. When did it come out? Is there a year on here? 1978, so a year before I was born. So that's always good. That's that. Oh yeah, and I also picked up a PlayStation Vita. I haven't unboxed it yet. And I also picked up a screen protector for it. Now, because I always get screen protectors for all my handhelds, because you pay that much money, you want the screen to be good. Now, I got the Wi-Fi model, $250 one. I didn't want the 3G because I wouldn't use it. I always play my handhelds inside I have Wi-Fi, so I don't need 3G. And I haven't really picked this up. I haven't opened it yet. I haven't got a game with it yet either. I'll pick a game up next time. And I do need a memory card. But I'm not gonna be. Probably gonna get a 4 gig because I'm not gonna download stuff. Because I have a computer to download stuff. I don't need to put it on my handheld console. I'm just using this for strictly games, so 4 gigabyte will be more than enough for me. But I'm looking forward to that. Because this thing, I missed out on the PSP, and I kind of wish I would have got it. Because you can do like a good emulation. You can hack it and get emulation. Hopefully somebody will hack the Vita. Because this thing, I played a little bit of it, and the graphics are pretty impressive. And if you could be able to, with the dual analog sticks, you could play N64 stuff, all kinds of stuff. And if you could hack this thing, the possibilities are endless for this thing. So that's really good. The only thing I'm not excited about is it doesn't use SD cards. Sony, I'm not a big Sony fan. I don't want to go around on Sony, but ever since the rootkit thing, if you don't remember what the rootkit thing was, when you bought Sony CDs, they would install a kind of driver hidden in your computer without you knowing. And it was found out and they admitted to it. And that always put me off of Sony. I've never been a big fan of, the PlayStation 2 is one of the best consoles ever made. But I don't have many games for it. I was never a huge Sony fan, though. So hopefully they'll win me over with this. So we'll see. So yeah, guys, that's everything. So until next time, guys, take care. This is Brian, BJ79. Have a good weekend, everybody. See ya.